Cell Block H.
Hi, folks. What I'm here to do today is sell.
Do not adjust your television. What you are about to witness is something so magnificent that it can only be brought to you by life. And life can only be brought to you by cells.
Hey, this is about cells. That's great. That's what today's show is about. Oh, hold on. This is today's show. Whoa.
I love science!
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Science rules.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Inertia is a property of matter.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill.
T minus 7 seconds.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Did you know that all the plants and animals in the world are made of cells? Tiny compartments of life that make up all living things. Like you and me and rabbits. Oh, by the way, do you know how you catch a rabbit?
Like will find
You lie in
way.
the grass and make noises like a carrot. Yeah, my sister told me that joke. That's a good one, isn't it, Peter?
I'm insulted.
Anyway, animals have all different kinds of cells that do all different kinds of jobs. Like a rabbit will have fur-making cells, and eye cells, and nose cells, and ear cells. I guess rabbits have a lot of ear cells.
Hey!
And carrots are made of cells, too. I guess carrots have a lot of carrot cells. Now, you and I are a lot more like a rabbit than a carrot.
Thank you.
Because we're made of animal cells. Now, what do cells look like? Well, you're looking at me, and I'm made of cells.
Okay.
Whenever you look in a mirror, you're looking at you, and you're made of cells. Snakes are made of cells. And plants and trees are made of cells. In fact, this building's being held up by cells. See this wooden pillar? It's cut from a tree that was made of cells. Now, you and I have about 100 trillion cells in us. Just think how many cells are in this tree. Just think how many cells are in something as big as this whale. Whoa! And these are blood cells. See, different cells have different jobs. Sure, we got bone cells, and cheek cells, and lung cells, and heart cells, and liver cells, stomach cells, large intestine cells, small intestine cells. The list goes on. I'm trying to sell you on the idea of cells. See, get that? Are you buying it? See that? Cell on cells. You with me there? That's comedy. Cells are just like bricks. That's right. They're piled up in big structures like a brick wall. Except there's a difference between cells and bricks. Cells are alive. And they reproduce. They make new cells. Of course, some cells are dying off, but new cells come along all the time. But suppose you're in a situation where the bricks were piling up. In other words, more cells were being born than were dying off. Then your brick wall would be getting bigger and bigger. It would be growing, just like you. You're growing. So, I'm exhausted. Bricks! More and more cells! See, cells are just like bricks, only different.
It is clear that the amoeba is not just a blob of jelly.
Hey, I want to watch the ballet.
Well, I want to watch the
Changing
amoebas.
direction on touching the solid
Why not
object.
do both? Tonight on Very Small Performances, Amoeba Lake. In store for us this evening, the protoplasmic prodigue, pseudopod pirouettes, and the dance of the endoplasmic reticulum.
Cool.
Nice nuclei.
Alive or not? A happy, smiley family. Alive or not? An active volcano. Alive or not? A scrumptious piece of sponge cake. Yummy! Alive or not? A sea sponge. Alive or Not. This has been another Alive or Not.
All cells look something like this. They've got a nucleus, surrounded by cytoplasm with mitochondria and vacuoles in it, and then a cell membrane. This is an animal cell. This is a plant cell. Same deal. Nucleus, cytoplasm, mitochondria and vacuoles, chloroplast, a plasma membrane, and then cell walls. Plants, animals, cells. You're looking at eyes cells, nose cells, and skin cells, all moving with muscle cells. Millions of them. Different kinds of cells have different jobs. Whoa! Consider the following. If you had to describe a room to someone, what would you say? You say, well, a room's got walls, and maybe a door, and a window, and a floor, maybe some furniture. You see, a cell is a lot like a room. Instead of walls, plant cells have cell walls. Animal cells have cell membranes. That's from an old word that means thin skin. Same idea.
Thank you.
Now, in a room, you might find a table with some papers where you do your homework. In a cell, you might find a nucleus that controls the cell, does the cell's paperwork. In a room, you might find a fireplace, which provides heat, keeps it warm, energy. In a cell, you might find mitochondria, which power the cell. Same idea. See, there's all different kinds of rooms in a house. You know, there's a bathroom, a living room, a dining room, a library, a rec room, a basement. Well, in you and me, you might find bone cells, muscle cells, brain cells, skin cells, all different kinds of cells that do different jobs. But they're all cells. And they move, eat, drink, reproduce. They're alive. And it's a good thing, too, because if they weren't, we wouldn't be either. Well, thank you for joining me on Consider the Following.